have fun with it. Exaggerate them, if possible. Hang on to them. When you say and write, you know, I pass out if you have to. You know what I'm saying. You know how we need to enter into our knowledge and enjoy it, and not just be quick to get it done at the expense of learning it. So whatever it takes so that your 4-member neurological team has sufficient time to digest each in its own way the neurological data pertinent to a sound. Take the time to do it and enjoy this study of English sounds. In the script, we teach a little group of phonograms, and then we learn to use them in spelling, and then in sentence writing, and always building. Then we teach another small group of phonograms and add those to the first group. Now we have this many phonograms to put together to learn to speak and spell. We call them speaking spelling patterns that are frequently used in English. English is so redundant. If we seek to memorize the visual configurations of each individual word, take a little snapshot here. We have 80,000 pictures we're going to have to take in order to be literate. But we don't have to. We have to just learn these small amount of frequently used speaking spelling patterns. And we can't do that until we first learn our phonograms. So that's how we teach. We teach a small group, learn to use them, we call them our tools, and we add to it, use that, and by the time we're done we have this large tool chest full of phonograms which we know how to use upside down backwards with our eyes shut. You know what I mean. The first group of phonograms, they're numbered. So when I teach you the phonograms as presented in the script, I will refer to them by their number so that when you watch this, you also know what number to look for. So number 1 is a, ah. So I've taught that one. I've taught the features that a is voiced and fermata, a is voiced and fermata, and ah is voiced and fermata. That's that phonogram. The next phonogram is called k, s, k, s. Both those sounds have additional features, have different features than the first phonogram I taught. So I'm pointing this out so I can introduce to you 2 new terms. Notice I tapped and released. I'm teaching my team, vision included, see, that sound is staccato. That means it's abrupt. It pops out. It's quick. See how that is? The next one, though, I'm teaching s. See, I'm connecting and holding. That one's fermata again. But the other feature I'm also teaching is, besides being staccato, it's unvoiced. Unvoiced means it's airish, whisperish. Shh. You only use air and no vocal cord for those sorts of sounds. If I say ka, that's incorrect. You see, ka is a syllable. It's made up of 2 sounds, k, and I don't say cat. How can you even do that? I say cat, and it explodes out of my mouth. It's k, but it's unvoiced. So the features are that this phonogram is k, s, k is unvoiced and staccato, s is also unvoiced, but it's fermata. The next phonogram is D. And again, I'm going to push or emphasize this point. It's not duh. That's a syllable. That's d-uh. That's not the purity of sound we're looking for. We want d. D. See that? What is it? D. D is staccato, but it's voiced. That's that phonogram. One more point here is often when I work with parents, I say, you get a prize for who can say this the shortest. And that brings forth the idea that we're eager to make this sound pure by shortening it so we don't get to the We never get to duh because we're so busy with the d part. The next phonogram taught is it's phonogram number 4. I look at the camera so you can see my mouth, but I also, as a student, must be looking here. That is unvoiced and fermata. Phonogram number 5 is g, j. Now those are two we have to work hard at saying the purity short sound, g, j. They're both staccato and voiced. G, j. If you say ga, ja, or anything close to that, if I say that, that's incorrect. One more time. G, j. Phonogram number 6 is ah, o, oo. Ah, o, oo. All three are voiced and fermata. Phonogram number 7 is s, z, s, z. The first sound is unvoiced and fermata. S. The next one is voiced and fermata. Z. A little bit of a tickling on the tongue when you say that. Z. And savor the fermata sounds. It's better to overdo them and exaggerate them so the team, you know what I mean now when I say the team. It's my wonderful speaking, hearing, doing, seeing foursome. Let them have all the time they need to receive neurologically that information. That's the end of the first group of phonograms.